So here is one of my YouTube subscribers, Steven. He sent me a video of his serve by email, and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of his serve versus Roger Federer. And I'm going to show Steven what he can copy from Roger in order to improve his serve. And maybe you as the viewer can even pick up a few tips as well. All right, Steven, here it is. You got to toss lower. I've got you side-by-side, synchronized with Federer, and I've got your tosses going up at the exact same time. I want you to notice a big difference between your serve and Federer's. He's already striking the ball. Watch this again. He's already striking the ball. Both of you are tossing the ball at the same time, and then he's already striking the ball. In fact, his ball bounces in the court. His ball is bouncing in the court, and you haven't even hit the ball yet. Your racket has not even made contact. That is how high you are tossing the ball. What I actually like to do is use a timer to see how long it takes for the ball to get from the top of the head, which both of you are, to contact. So I like it to be less than 0.9 seconds. So let's see where Federer is. He's going to be at 0.8, by the way. So we're 0.83. So he is well under that 0.9 seconds. You're actually at about 1.26, I believe. Yeah. So you haven't hit the ball yet, and you're already at 1.26. That means your toss is so much higher than it should be. Now, how does that hurt your serve? Well, first, you're hitting a descending ball, right? You're hitting a ball that's dropping, and it's harder to time. But here's another problem with this, is I want you to notice with Federer's knee bend and leg drive, I want you to notice when he gets into his lowest knee position, which is right, I would say right about there. If I just draw a straight line across the top of Federer's head, notice he goes down to that green line and then back up again. Notice he is popping up above that green line as he's hitting the birthday hat. In fact, you could say, another way of saying it is, his racket is above his head when he is popping up, and you can see his head popping up. So you want the body to start going up when the racket, and this is actually the latest time you want it to happen. If you look at Riley Opelka, it's even earlier, but you want the racket above the head when the body begins popping up. Because your toss is so high, your racket just keeps going down and down and down, and your body cannot explode yet. Your body can't explode yet because there's no ball to hit. So now you start exploding up. But when you start exploding up, let's actually get to the lowest point here, which is right there. So I'll put the green line across the top of your hat. And when does your hat pop up? Look where your racket is. Your racket's completely upside down when your head is popping up above that green line, where Federer, his racket is above his head when his head is popping up above that green line. What does that mean? It means that the racket, as it begins to drop, when the body is exploding up, it stretches the shoulder, and the shoulder gets stretched back, and it produces a very violent racket drop. Your racket is simply dropping with gravity, and so it's not being accentuated with the body exploding up to stretch the shoulder. So you're really losing a lot of miles per hour. So here's the simple idea. You've got to toss lower. And in order to do this, what you want to do is actually toss slower. Federer's toss is not just lower than yours. He actually tosses his arm slower. His tossing arm comes up at a slower speed, which simply means what? His ball is going to go up in the air slower, which means it doesn't go as high. Your tossing arm goes up really fast, which is why that ball just kind of rockets out of your hand and goes super high. So toss the ball much lower, Steven. That will force your racket to actually have to travel much faster. And now you get speed just from that, but you also get to synchronize your body and your racket correctly. Now, Steven, if you're looking for more people in your local area to compete against or practice with, or even find a coach who's close to you, use my link in the description, playyourcourt.com/2minute tennis. For all you watching this, if you would like me to help you with your serve or backhand or forehand and put you side by side with one of the tennis greats, go ahead and email me a video of any of your strokes, ryan@2minutetennis.net, and maybe I'll just choose you for an upcoming video. If Steven tosses lower, helping him to swing faster and synchronize his arm, his racket, and his body, there's no doubt he's going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. Steven, you got this.